Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Resort in for it, and today I've got you all a different type of video. I'm bringing to you today a music tier list. My opinion is objective, and if you have a different opinion to me, you deserve to be thrown in a pit and have fucking flesh-eating worms eat you alive. Anyway, let's get into this. Today we're going to be rating it on GOAT, banger, decent, it's alright, just bearable, and help me, my ears are fucking bleeding. And obviously I've got a not too familiar tier because there's some of these which I'm not too familiar with, but I think I'm pretty much familiar with all. So let's get into this. So classical. If this is your go-to type of music, you are fucking clearly a upper class citizen of the earth, because I can't stand listening to Beethoven. I work in McDonald's. When it gets to 6 PM in the UK, every McDonald's starts playing classical music to scare off the teenagers. But in fact, me sitting on fries, pumping out some large fries, listening to Beethoven makes my ears bleed. So I'm gonna put it as just bearable, because it's just bearable. It's not the worst of them all. It's definitely not the best, to say the least, but it's not too bad. It's like you'll have it in the background if you're doing coursework or college work. So, country. So, country is a difficult one. I don't mind a bit of country music, but most people might hate it. It depends on your tastes. I'm gonna put it in it's alright. There's some decent country music. More of the upper beat ones, like not the upper beat, more of the heavier ones of country music, like country rock, a subgenre to country. But country music, it's alright. It's not the worst, it's not the best, it's not my go-to. I don't open Spotify or Apple Music and go, you know what? Gonna listen to some country. It's alright. Dubstep. Okay, so you're either 12 or you're a 40-year-old man thinking you're cool. You can't be listening to Bangarang on repeat and think you're the shit. People listen to this if you are 40, 12. Just bearable. EDM is a genre that I'm not too familiar with. We're gonna find out. I didn't even know Major Lazer was okay. Okay, it's all okay. Well, we're gonna quickly skim past that one. So what I gather is EDM is party-based music, sort of like, I wouldn't say Fatboy Slim. Would you say Fatboy Slim? Avicii. I mean, EDM's alright. It's decent. It's not my favourite. I wouldn't open fucking Spotify, as I said, with classical. I wouldn't like open as I said, I wouldn't open Spotify basically and turn on EDM. It's not my cup of tea. It's decent, but it's not it. Hip hop depends. Hip hop is one of them where it depends on the year. If you are a person who listens to new hip hop, such as fucking drill in the United Kingdom, you deserve death. Simple. But if we're talking the greats, Eminem, Tupac, Dre, Snoop Dogg, it makes it go. But because of the new times with drill, it's been knocked down to decent. And that, I think, is a respectable take. That's not a bad take. If you listen to drill, you're a wannabe roadman in the United Kingdom, and either pack the fuck in, grow up, or stay the fuck away from me. Anyway, indie music genres. I don't know what indie music is. When I start this, okay, indie rock. Okay, so we're talking more like Oasis, the Ratons. Yeah. Don't know why that's in my Who's the Snuts? Okay. Um, that's not indie rock. That is metal. Why is that classed as indie rock? I do not know. Indie banger. If we're talking Arctic Monkeys, indie is a fucking banger. Them type of music's Oasis. All the classic British music is indie or rock. It's one of the two. Classic British music is just the best type of music. But I guarantee there's some shit indie music out there. So it puts it down to banger. I think there's shit music for every genre, but indie, the best ones are always the classic British jazz. Anyway, it's alright. Jazz, it's not my cup of tea, personally. But it's bearable. It's not just bearable. It's all right. I think that's just the first. Like, if someone asks me what do you think of jazz, the first thing I'm gonna say is it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. But like that's the first thing that comes to mind. So that tier is perfect. But other than that, it's not higher. I don't have the balls. I cannot, with a straight face, put this in decent or even banger. I couldn't put it in bearable though. I couldn't put it in just bearable though. It deserves better than that. There's some great. It's better than classical. It's a bit more upbeat. Okay, so moving on. Lo-fi. Um, we just gotta give it to it. Lo-fi is one of the best genres of music, especially if you're studying. So classical, you'll listen to if you're studying for English literature. But lo-fi, you can listen to while studying for everything. Lo-fi is just the best music genre, in my opinion. I quite like sticking it on the background if I'm doing something. I have a telly on my wall. I throw on Lo-Fi Girl. I just have that on repeat when I'm sitting. Not on repeat. I have that live stream on when I'm sitting here doing wherever. Sometimes I have it on my second monitor. It just depends really what I'm doing. If I'm playing a game, it can be good depending on the game. But if I'm talking to my boys on Discord and we're having a good time, I'm not listening to lo-fi. But it's one of them. Depends on the situation, but it is GOAT. It deserves that title. Now, metal, my personal favourite genre of music. It really depends on your tastes. To me, it depends on the subgenre of metal. I class hard rock, like punk rock, as a subgenre of metal. That's what I do. I think it depends on the it depends on the instruments used and the entire rhythm of the song. Metal, if we're talking the heavier shit, it's alright. The more it's heavy, the music that's heavy, but still has its rockier side, so it's a mix of both, puts it in banger. But it could not go and go just because the high intensity screamo. There's only a couple of songs that I can listen to, just high intensity, full screamo, without like just crying or yeah, just crying. Yeah, so it's just going in banger for now. Pop music, it depends, because pop music for now, if we're talking nowadays, pop music, that is drill in the United Kingdom, and pop music is shit in general. I'm talking Taylor Swift, absolutely dumb shite. Punk rock. Now, I'm putting it in banger. So bands like Green Day, them type of like punk rockish bands, they are fucking amazing. I'm personally a rock listener. If I'm on the bus on the way to college, I'll put on some rock or some alternative. They're my two main genres to go to. It's just my type of music, and if you think differently, you're a worm and just go in the ground and never come back up. R&B. I'm not familiar with R&B. Best R&B playlist. Not my cup of tea. I couldn't listen to the full songs for copyright reasons. R&B, I know what it is now after listening to a bit of that. It's alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's definitely not K-pop. Actually, no, fuck that. It's going in just bearable. It's not K-pop, but it's not up there. It's not any better. It's just bearable. It's like if you ride in a car in GTA and you go into the airport and something comes on the radio. It's more likely going to be an R&B song, and it's not my cup of tea. Rap. Hip-hop, rap. They're very similar genres. I don't know the difference. I guess rap would be more like... What would it mean to do that? See, hip-hop's... Okay, so would you count rap as a new genre? Okay, let's change this around. Okay, hip-hop, banger. Rap, just bearable. No, decent. Because if we're talking rap, it'd be the same genres it'll be the same with Snoop Dogg and Dre and everything, but it'll also incorporate the genre of drill and drill rap. No, that takes it away from banger. So that's not happening. Rock, Arctic Monkeys, as I said before, they're also a rock band. Blur, Oasis, all the greats. You've got My Chemical Romance, A Day to Remember. Rockers go all day long. No one can argue that. Rock music has got so many subgenres. If you're an alternative guy or an alternative girl, also classed as rock, because it's alternative rock. So far we've got this. Got techno next. No, I'm good. Not my type of music. I instantly remember what techno is, and it's just bearable. It's similar to dubstep. It's just like light work dubstep. Video game music. So, video game music. There's so many bangers. You've got Terraria soundtrack, you've got Minecraft soundtrack, you've got the Animal Crossing soundtrack, you've got the Mario soundtrack, you've got every game and all the soundtracks. I'm sorry, but if you disagree with this one, you are a lunatic. It's obviously a ghost. Video game music, you've got so many greats. You've got the overworld theme of Terraria, or Terraria as you may call it. You've got the Animal Crossing Able Sisters. You've got the fucking Halo soundtrack. You've got Minecraft. Jesus Christ, the list goes on. It's never ending. You also have some meme music come out of it. You've got the Undertale themes. Undertale. You know the shit everyone fucking knows. Video game music. Which puts it in GOAT. Now I'm just going to move these two. No, you can stay there. Jazz, I'm not too familiar with jazz, so I'll put it back down there. So this is the final tier list, and if you think differently, you are a moron. Please leave, unsubscribe, disappear, because you're not welcome here. If you personally are a fan of K-pop, fucking disappear. So yeah, thank you all for watching. This is all I wanted to do today. I needed a video, and this is the fucking idea that Juggernaut came up with within a couple of seconds, so shout out to him, because I was struggling for an idea, because I've been wanting to make a video for the last week. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Peace.